Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel here. Today we're going to do something a little different. Hopefully do a lot more of these videos, but we're going to be going through and weathering these two TILX reefer cars, or XBNSF ones. I normally go off some prototype pictures, but I couldn't really find any online, but I have seen these, and I do have them in my head of what they look like. One's going to have a good amount of graffiti on it, and then the other one I'm going to do some graffiti patching on, and I'll show you guys how I do that. These are XBNSS, so they'll have the patch. I'll put a piece of tape over the TILX and the somewhere in here where the BNSF logo goes, and I have another one that we're going to set next to it so we get the right size. These are Walther's mainline cars, so they're not like on spot prototypical. These are actually too short, I believe, but these Walther's cars are very nice, so they weather up good and they look good. And if you're not nitpicky like I am, or like I'm not, then it doesn't really matter. So let's get right into this. So we got the BNSF car here, and this is what I mean by the patching here. We got the tape over where the logo would be. That way it's not weathered, because you can tell that these cars were patched even though they're pretty weathered and graffitied, so that will show through along with this patch, which I'm going to do next here, and I'll catch up with you guys when I get that. So we got this one done, as you can see. Patch over the numbers and where the logo used to be. I just got the one done, so I'll go ahead and get the second one done, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got these two cars patched up. I did two different patchings. I did this one a full, and that one just the BNSF for the TLX actually. But the numbers, I did find some prototype pictures, so the numbers are the same as BNSF, so we just left that one undone, and I patched this one all the way over. Put the squares on for the logo. So now we are going to go into the rusting and the paint that I need to put on it before we do weathering powders. So we're starting to get into a little bit of rusting. It's probably pretty rough. It looks a little heavier on camera, but the doors on these cars are pretty rusty from the track above, and then the streaking from here to here. It looks pretty, I don't know the word for it, but pretty intense. But once we get to doing the weathering with the brushes and the powders, it'll come out pretty good. I'm going to go in here now and do all the latches. Are all usually rusted on these. The wash I use for the rust stains are these here, and I added a little bit of grime streaking along. This is a fuel one, but I have not used that one yet. But now to do the rust, we're going to use this. It's burnt sienna. And there's a little bit of like a brownish red, so that'll do pretty good for the rust on these. Alright, so now that we got all the rusting done on these here, we're going to go ahead and hit them with a clear coat. And then we'll come back and probably start with some powders. Alright, so I'm back from spraying these. So what I use for weathering powders are these pan pastels. You can get them in you can get them in singles, you can get a pack. There's a weathering pack on Amazon, I know. I like these. You can buy this brand in powders, but it is a powder. It is not like, this is more of a solid and you just brush it off, which I like these because it's a lot neater. But anyways, I'm going to start by going through and I'm going to fade these numbers down. Maybe do a little fading up there, do a bunch of fading, and then I got to spray it again, and then we'll start doing the grime. So I'm going to fade it, and then I'll show you before I spray it and after I spray it. Right, so I got some white powder on here. It looks like a lot, but once you spray that, you wish you put more almost. So I did along the top where the icicles are on both cars. This one's patched out both, so I don't got to worry about that number. This one here is I faded the number and everything across the top there, so we're gonna go spray it and then come back. Alright, so I got these cars clear coated. As you can see, the fading is there, but it's not so obvious anymore, especially on top of that. So Next step, I forgot on one of these cars, we're gonna do it on this one, that I wanted to do graffiti patches along here. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll be right back. All right, so now that I got the graffiti patches on this car on both sides, we're gonna go ahead and start putting some grime on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get doing that, and then I'll follow back up with you. All right, so I got grime on these cars. They're looking pretty good. I just also added a little bit of rust to the rust streaking. I always feel it cleans it up. I still got to do it to that one, but I did grime that one. And yeah, so once I get the grime and the rust done, I'll go hit it with another layer of clear coat, and then we will probably move on to just some touch up and weathering the trucks. All right, so now I'm going to go through. I got the clear coat on. I'm going to go ahead and take all of the patchwork off. Then we're going to start on graffiti. Well, since we got them both done here, skipped a little bit, but basically all I did was add the graffiti onto it after I got the patches off. So you can see all the patching on there, fading. Got more of a graffiti patch and logo and patched out. But I'm very happy with how these cars turned out. So hopefully I'll keep doing these videos for you guys, so you guys can keep watching. Maybe invest in a tripod so you guys can watch a time lapse and how I do it actually, but not just the process. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.